Well, salam, namaste, sat sri akal, vanakkam, kem chok, and a very good morning to all of you, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Indian Exhibition Services and the Green Society of India, I welcome all of you to India's biggest electric motor vehicle show, EV India 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed a beautiful day, and what makes everything so perfect is the presence of each one of you. Each one of you who has taken out time from your busy schedules and you've joined us here, we are so happy, so proud, and delighted to welcome all of you, and your presence has made this day even more special for all of us. So let's start this day with a huge round of applause for all of you, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, let's hear it for all of you. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host, MC Dharna, and once again, I would like to extend a very, very warm welcome to all our dignitaries, delegates, associates, partners, sponsors, media partners, speakers, each and everyone who has taken out time from their busy schedule and have joined us here. We're so proud to have all of you here at EV India 2023. Well, ladies and gentlemen, EV India 2023 is an international electric motor vehicle show that provides an opportunity and platform to EV manufacturers to showcase their latest products, technology, equipment, smart and next-gen transport, electric passenger cars, scooter, motor vehicle buses, and much, much more. And today, we're here at the National Seminar on Electric Vehicles and Allied Industries. The theme for this seminar is Electric Vehicles, the Future of Transport, because we believe that the future of mobility is clean, green, and sustainable. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now all set to get started, but let me ask all of you, are you ready to get started with EV India 2023? Yes, no, maybe. Are you ready to get started? Yes, so your wish is our command. Let's have a huge round of applause as we move forward in this day. Let's hear it for EV India 2023. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to seek the blessings of Lord and take this day forward. Let's begin the grand inaugural ceremony of EV India 2023. I would now request our dignitaries to please step forward. I will start with calling on the stage our dignitaries to please step forward for the auspicious lamp lighting ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, I would request Mr. N.K. Sehgal, Senior Consultant, Indian Exhibition Services, to please step forward. Dr. S.K. Saroj, Chairman, FEVA, to please step forward. Mr. Dhruv Agrawal, Chairman, CI, MSME, to please step forward. Mr. Abhijit Sinha, Project Director, NHEV Technocrat, President, CPOS India, Director, DIISHA, CHASSAR. I would request Shri Rajat Kumar Saini, IAS, CEO and MD, NICDC, Mr. Andrea Quattrochi, Indian Trade Commissioner, Consulate General of Italy, Mumbai, Dr. Alessandro Liberatori, Italian Trade Commissioner, Embassy of Italy, New Delhi, and Mr. Swadesh Kumar, CEO, Indian Exhibition Services, to please step forward for the auspicious lamp lighting ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, we seek the blessings of Lord and we get this day started. I would request our dignitaries to please light the ceremonial lamp as we seek the blessings of Lord to move from darkness to light, from ignorance to knowledge, and from agony to happiness. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a huge round of applause for the auspicious lamp lighting. Come on, let's hear it for EV India 2023. I would now request all the gentlemen to please have a group picture. I would now request our dignitaries to please join me up the stage and please be seated. Please join us up the stage and please be seated on the dais. All our dignitaries, please join us up the stage and please be seated. Well, this is the day, now is the time. We've just had the auspicious lamp lighting ceremony, and I would now request all the dignitaries to please be seated. Please join me up the stage. We're so fortunate, so proud and delighted to please have you up the stage. I request you to be seated. And ladies and gentlemen, if I talk about the summit, this is going to be a perfect platform for industries, institutions, and all the relevant stakeholders to deliberate upon policy and regulatory ecosystem, businesses, markets, technology, innovations, investments, startups. We're going to talk about all of them here. I would first request our dignitaries to please take your places. Please join us up the stage and please be seated. I'd also request Mr. S.K. Saroj, Dr. S.K. Saroj to please be seated. So ladies and gentlemen, we have our dignitaries here with us on the stage. We're so happy, and this is such a proud and auspicious moment that they are here at the start of EV India 2023. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, let's increase our energies. Let's have a huge round of applause. Come on, let's hear it for all our dignitaries. Come on, yes, let's do this. Perfect. So, with all this positivity, with all this positive energy, this is the day, now is the time when we are here at the inaugural session of the EV India 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time that we request Shri N.K. Sehgal, Senior Consultant, Indian Exhibition Services, to please join me here on the mic, on the podium for a welcome address. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Mr. N.K. Sehgal.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's my very pleasant task to welcome you all to the third edition of EV India Expo. Started 3 years ago in a very modest manner, we have gradually come up to this stage of today when the auto industry is trying to look for alternative sources of energy, and EV is one of the examples. Not only in India, but all across the world, the situation is like that. We are going to have this 2-day event here as a conference and seminar, trying to learn from the brains of the captains of the industry who are joining us today in various sessions here. They will try to discuss the challenges before us and also the opportunities available. It will be better to convert the challenges into opportunities during this 2 days period. Some examples you can see from the exhibition which is on the ground floor. Number of companies are there for the auto sector. They are showing 2-wheelers, 3-wheelers, 4-wheelers, and also charging stations and charging solutions. It is not only to show whatever they have progressed, but it is also to share their experience, their ideas, and their technological problems, whatever they have been facing during this period to come up to this stage and to find solutions by discussing with you all. The visitors will be coming on all the 3 days to the event. They'll also like to see that how we have come up to present stage and how to go ahead in this important field. On behalf of Indian Exhibition Services and on behalf of myself, I'd like to welcome you all to this important event. Let us try to see that how much mileage we can get out of this. My request to the speakers and the moderators of various sessions will be that we don't leave only after speaking here or discussing here. Even after the event is over, please try to send us your views, your suggestions, and how we can include all your suggestions in the next event to be held after 1 year. And meanwhile, we'd like to take up these things with the concerned ministries, concerned departments, and concerned associations. I'm thankful to management of Indian Expo Center also, who have very kindly, always, as usual, they have provided all the facilities to us, all their cooperation. My thanks to media also, and last but not the least, to our colleagues from Indian Exhibition Services and the speakers and my colleagues sitting on the dais. Thank you very much. Wishing you all once again and welcoming you to this event. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. N.K. Sehgal, for your wonderful and warm welcome address. He set the context for EV India 2023, stating that we would like to convert only challenges into opportunities. Thank you so much, sir, for your wonderful words. And now I would like to call on stage Dr. S.K. Saroj, Chairman, FEVA, for his welcome address. Sir, please join me on the mic for a few words.
Thank you so much. A special thanks to the organizer, Mr. Swadesh Kumar, who organized such a great event in Getanoda today. It's a 3-day event, different segment like 2-wheeler, 3-wheeler, EV chargers, few 4-wheelers, motor suppliers are there. You can visit there, you can explore the opportunity. And this kind of seminar, basically, to enhance your knowledge. Nobody having a time to, read the books, go to the Google. So this is the best platform. And this kind of event, I requested Swadeshi, and we have a tie-up with Federation of Electric Vehicle Association and IES, Indian Exhibition Services, going to organize such kind of event and seminars pan-India on every alternate 3 or 4 months. And we also start a center of excellence in pan-India, where we trained the fresh ITI diploma engineering graduates, so that the industry will get the trained manpowers. Nowadays, what happened in EV industry? It's a new industry, so skilled manpowers are very less nowadays. So the Federation of Electric Vehicle Association is going to start the Center of Excellence with the collaboration of IES and Laghu Udyog Bharati. This Federation of Electric Vehicle Association also going to start a pre-compliant testing for all OEMs, battery manufacturers, charger manufacturer, as well as vehicle manufacturer. Before going to the ICAT, ARI, CERT, they can test their batteries, chargers on our platforms. Nowadays, what happened? Electric vehicle is now a most crucial part of our life. IC engine, what happens? In IC engine, do you know the AQI level of India Delhi is the worst condition nowadays. Mumbai is the second level, Bangalore third, Hyderabad, Chennai, and Lucknow. And in the world, India is a 22 cities are India's most populated cities out of 30s. And 23% of PM 2.5 emissions from the electric vehicles. So now it's the time to change the complete ecosystem, and we request from this platform to please, for our new generation or next generation, our child, our children, this electric vehicle is must, and IC engine to be stopped very soon. So I thankful to all dignitaries, all delegates. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. S.K. Saroj, for your wonderful words. And it is now time that I invite our guest speaker to share a few words with us. Ladies and gentlemen, from here, we would directly move on to the keynote session. And the topic for the keynote session would be the future of EV. So I would start with our guest speaker, Mr. Andrea Quattrochi, Italian Trade Commissioner, Consulate General of Italy, Mumbai. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Mr. Andrea Quattrochi. And before we request him to say a few words, I would request Mr. Abhijit Sinha to please welcome him with a bouquet of flowers. I'd request you to please step forward, both of you. We're so proud to have you here. And ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together as we request Mr. Abhijit Sinha to please do the honors. I would now request Mr. Andrea Quattrochi to please say a few words.
So first of all, thanks to the organizer for having us here. And of course, my speech will be very brief because actually my colleague and Dr. Liberatori will introduce you more clearly in the world of the ecosystem of electric vehicles in Italy and the forecast for the upcoming years. Looking forward to this initiative and looking forward to the next year, my thought is very simply this. India, of course, this year, due to the G20 presidency, India is the focus country of the world, but I'm sure it will last also in the next years. Even when the curtain of the G20 is over, India will be somehow the center of the world, of the future world. The rest of the world shouldn't forget about what's going on in India. And especially in this sector, just this morning I was talking with my colleague and friend Alessandro about that. You'll hear the numbers. So the electric vehicle sector in Italy is still not so huge as it should be. There are still some resistance in changing from the fossil engines to the electrical engines. But I'm sure of something. India can decisively change this facts because India has the power to determine the future of the industries in the Western country. I just imagine if, as I already heard in the first speeches, we are looking with increasing interest to this market, both as an export market. Of course, we want to export our vehicles, two-wheelers, four-wheelers, trucks, or whatever. We wish also to come here and produce directly in India our vehicles. But again, if from one day to another, India decided that it's a must to have electrical vehicles, we need to change completely our industry. And I think it's not so far away, this time when it will be a must to have an electrical vehicle mobility all through the world. And again, India is the number one, has the power to decide the destiny of a lot of industries in the Western countries, starting from Italy, of course. And therefore, I'm very confident that we are going to have a lot of good cooperation, a lot of increasing cooperation in this sector. And so it's the first year we are here at this exhibition, and we are looking forward to have even a bigger and more important participation in the upcoming years. That's all. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Quattrochi, for your wonderful words, and I would request Shri Rajat Kumar Saini to please step forward and felicitate Mr. Andrea Quattrochi. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us here, and I would request Mr. Saini to please do the honors. I'd request you to please step forward. Please join us in the center. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together. Thank you so much. I would request all the gentlemen, all our dignitaries, to please take your places down the stage. With this, we come to the end of the session, so I'd request all of you to please take your places down the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, India's largest electric motor vehicle show, EV India 2023, has just begun. We've just had the inauguration ceremony, and it is now time that we move on to our keynote speaker. I would first request everybody to take your places down the stage, and then we will move forward with the keynote address. Thank you so much. I would request all of you to please be seated as we would now get ahead with the keynote session, with the keynote speech. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time that I invite our keynote speaker, Dr. Alessandro Liberatore, Italian Trade Commissioner, Embassy of Italy, New Delhi. He's going to be our keynote speaker, and the topic for his talk would be the future of EVs. So ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome him with a huge round of applause. I would request Mr. Abhijit Sinha to please join me up the stage to welcome him with a bouquet of flowers before he starts the keynote address. And ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to hear it from our keynote speaker as I hand it over to him.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Namaste. Buongiorno, as we say in Italian. Let me start by introducing myself briefly. My name is Alessandro Liberatore. I'm the Trade Commissioner of the Embassy of Italy, and I'm also the coordinator for the Italian Trade Agency offices for India, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Bhutan, and Maldives. So it's a real pleasure today to be here and at the inauguration of the Electrical Vehicle India 2023. What is the Italian Trade Agency, just to make you better understand what we do? Is the government agency of the Italian government that supports the business development of Italian companies abroad and promotes the attraction of foreign investments to Italy. So I would like first to thank and congratulate the organizers of this important exhibition, Indian Exhibition Services, for putting together this grand event. This event is providing a great platform for companies to